everybody, it's your homegirl Toke Makinwa, and you are most welcome to yet another exciting episode of Trending. Trending is on HipTv, of course you know that. This is a unique program that focuses on the hottest issues on conventional and social media. As usual, I am not alone, okay? I have a guest today, and he is one of my favorite people. Now, I already let the cat out of the bag just a little bit by saying he, right? He is from my home state, and he makes a living out of making people laugh. You definitely want to watch this to the very end. Okay, so who do we have with me today? Sorry guys, when we come back you will get to meet my guest, so do not go anywhere. This is Trending, it's HipTv, and my name is Toke. Welcome back, beautiful people. You are still watching Trending on HipTv, hosted by my humble self. Today, I have with me one of Nigeria's most popular stand-up comedians. This particular comedian hails from my home state, Ondo State, which is why I really like him. But guess what? He was raised in Delta State. His stand-up comedy show is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in Nigeria. His YouTube skits have gained over 1 million views. Ladies and gentlemen, with me is none other than Ayo. Don't you just love that introduction?
Toke Makinwa can talk.
You make people laugh for a living. I talk.
You talk for a living.
Yeah, so this is the perfect mix. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm doing great.
Good to finally have you here. It's been quite a challenge getting AY. We'll call. AY will give like 3 PS the phone to answer.
Oh, that's so not true. That can fly on TV for what?
Of course that's true. So how are you?
No, I'm good. I'm all right.
The AY franchise, I don't even know where to start from. There's so much to say today. Okay. But let's start from, your movie, 30 Days in Atlanta.
Oh, 30 Days in Atlanta.
So how did you get Hollywood actress Vivica A. Fox to feature in that movie?
Not just Vivica. We had Vivica in the movie, Lynn Wilfield, and of course we have Cali Red of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yes, I mean, how do you get people? You book them.
That's how you roll.
You make the phone call.
So that's how you roll, right?
And that's how
he
goes.
rolls.
Come on.
No, I do have to say there was one person missing from that movie set.
Toke Makinwa.
Of course. Like if you're going to Atlanta.
I saw that coming.
Like why? You're very smart, aren't you?
No, but you're trending right here.
You are trending as well. That's why you're here.
So you should be here. Well, just maintain a trend that is going to get you to come here.
Well, I can at least take about 2 weeks off just to shoot my parts, even if it's Waka Pass.
Well, yeah, you just took it off my mouth.
Well, Waka Pass.
Yeah, Waka Pass.
How dare you, Ayo Animashaun? Now, is there a possibility that you fully concentrate on acting in the near future?
Okay.
Because there's a sitcom as well.
This is what I'm going to say. A lot of people do not know this part about me. I'm a trained theater artist. I'm a theater arts graduate, and I'm majored in directing. So this is me doing what I am trained to do. So a lot of people, when they see you, they tend to want to remind you that, okay, all these comedians, why are you leaving this place? You want to go? They don't understand. I mean, when you are in the entertainment business, it's different. You can be all encompassing. And I mean, let's go to some of the people who are trending from over there that we copy and we look at and want to be like them. Look at Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, you see him in a movie, you see him on he has a TV show. You see Steve Harvey doing stand-up comedy. Chris Rock, same thing. Just name them. Will Smith, name all of them put together. So once you have a talent, as an entertainer, you can go all round and round.
Now, I do have to say this to you because you are one of the leading top comedians we have in Nigeria now. And 6, 7 years, 8 back, it wasn't such a huge market, let's say that. Like, people didn't really come out of school with, degrees saying, I want to make people laugh. People would actually laugh at you if you say that. So how did you guys turn this into a franchise like you have?
Well, I wasn't a part of the people who turned it into what it is today. I mean, I was working with somebody who did all the magic from way back. I'm talking about Ali Baba, the king of comedy. As a matter of fact, I was his personal assistant at the time.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you learned half of your jokes from working side by side with him?
Not the jokes, the general package, the market, branding and what have you. I learned all of that from the king of comedy himself, Alibaba. It wasn't easy, you know, when I made the decision way back. But like I said to you, as a theater artist, I sat back one day and I said to my boss, I would like to be a part of this business. And he encouraged me because what I always say to people, as a theater artist, what you see on stage is called make-believe. What you say is like acting. So all you need to do is just scribble something on paper and just go on stage and interpret it as a script. And apart from doing that, the spontaneity part comes to play. And that one you have, we'll call it comedy on the go. You see something and you just want to talk about it.
So you guys are making a killing, obviously, from this career. Because half of the comedians that I know now all have fancy houses. You guys are married with like 2, 3 kids, drive fancy cars. Did you ever see this happening for you?
Well, you know, as a dreamer, you can always dream and say, this is what I want to become. This is where I see myself. So yeah, long ago I set all the goals, and I'm here enjoying
loving and living it. All right, so Basketmouth made a joke that went terribly bad recently. That could have happened to you, right? Because you guys have no limits when you joke. I mean, every time I go to a show and I see a comedian standing, I try to wait till they're done before I walk to my seat, because I've been picked on by, you know, 1 or 2 of you guys. So that could easily have happened to any one of you. What was it like for you? I mean, when you saw the way he was trending and the backlash that he got from it, what do you think as a comedian?
Basketmouth is a comedian, and AY is also a comedian. I think it's only in this part of the world that people are beginning to mix the personalities up. Comedians are comedians, and whenever they say something, they say just to trigger laughter. But then, we are not encouraging that comedians should be detrimental in their jokes.
But you guys are kind of detrimental.
Oh, okay, let me put it this way. For example, I can talk about mine. I can talk about any other person, but I'll tell you, I know the difference between what you can call a joke and what you can call an insult. And when you hit below the belt, then it turns out to be an insult. And for me, a joke is still a joke, whether you like it or not.
Because let me say this, I don't mean to cut you short, but you know, I see it in halls and people are like, you get one blind man, way, you get one. I think, well, that person is blind. That is, you know, but everyone is laughing. And then when that thing happened to Basketmouth, I'm like, well, but these guys do this every day. You know, why is this such a big, I mean, I do get the whole rape thing, and I know that there are boundaries, but do you think there are boundaries in comedy?
Now, let me put it this way. A basket can talk about rape. And say it because it's a joke, and it's just that some of us, we do not want to attach ourselves to some basic realities.
That's happening.
We need to. And one thing you should know is that comedians are social commentators. If you see something, you want to comment on it, because gone are the days we come out on stage and all you want to hear from us is our lion chase monkey and our monkey on the run. Nobody wants to hear that. This is a digital age. We've gone past that. We're social commentators. Yeah, we have to relate with things that are happening around and you. That way you do it in the most comical forms, in a way that people will just laugh without being detrimental. It doesn't mean that one person is a rapist, or I said the joke, it means I want to go and rape somebody. It doesn't mean that. Okay, I just did one. I mean, about Jim Mike. I've done a lot of jokes.
Why'd you let the cow? I was going to talk about it.
Yeah,
but how can you just wait?
No, because I'm impatient now. You have to respect that. Yeah.
All right, so let me just give you the floor. Talk about it.
I did a joke, and the joke wasn't really about Jim Mike in person. But you know, when you write a script, you can have build-ups and you insert some punchlines and all that. It was just meant to be a joke. But I respect the fact that it's not something he likes.
For those who haven't heard about it, of course we all know that sometime last year there was a huge story about Jim-Mike going for deliverance. Now AY, who's got a skit business along his, you know, AY franchise, decided to come together with Helen Paul, and you guys made a skit out of it. I thought it was funny. That's what I thought. I thought it was so funny.
Don't get it wrong. The skit wasn't about Jim-Mike. All that happened was that his name was mentioned in the skit.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I tried as much as possible not to mention Jim Mike for Jim Mike. If you go back to that skit, what you hear is Jim High. But then it's okay, it's still Jim Ike. And he has a right to be upset about it. Yeah, he has a right. As a human being, you are entitled to what you choose to be your rights. And
yeah, but then why can't people just live on the happiest side of town?
But
I laughed. I thought it was funny. So.
Yeah. Some people, you know, they have this opinion that this is funny, and some will like, oh, I think it didn't really have to go there. It was when people started talking about it that I started seeing it from their own perspective.
So do you regret doing that?
Not at all. I'm a stand-up comedian, and comedians are social commentators.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you what you call trending, like what you have here. If I want to enjoy all that internet, whatever, all I need to do is respond.
Yeah,
and
then
you know the way it is, everybody will begin to peak. And Now, what I do understand is that he didn't like it, and for the fact that he didn't like it, all I need to do is apologize and say, sorry brother, I didn't mean it this way, but since you're not cool with it, I'm sorry. But the essence of my doing it is just to make people laugh. I'm a stand-up comedian. If I can't get you to laugh, you'll be the first person to tell me that,
ask for your money back.
Guy, you're not in business. And I always say to people, comedians are social commentators. Gone are the days where people talk about lions and monkeys chasing each other. We have to talk about things that people can relate with. Now, our audience members, they always refer us to some of our counterparts abroad. Man, Steve Harvey can stand on that stage for 1 hour, 2 hours talking. He's not there talking about monkeys and lions. Of course not. He's talking about things that you can relate with socially. And you see the people, because they can relate with it, they laugh. But then it's a joke. And my problem is a lot of people are beginning to take comedians even more seriously than the way they ought to take the government.
So it's all jokes, it's all fun, but well, Jim High, my bad, Ike, had so much to say about the issue that happened with you. He did say people cross lines sometimes for relevance. It disappoints even more if it comes from people you deem to have respect for. Classless. Now, if you haven't watched the video, you watch this and let us know. When we come back, AY is still in the building and we are still chatting up a storm. We'll be right back.
Hello. You hold on now. I'm talking to this man on the other line. Must you all be possessed at the same time? You hold on. Not you. Hold on. You hold on. Hello? You want to bring Jimai? Hold you. Do not bring Jimai. Let him go back to TV. Take him back to TV. Yes. Who again? Tonto. Yes, you can bring Tonto. Bring Tonto. She's overdue.
Good afternoon, Prophet.
Good afternoon.
Greet the man of God.
Good afternoon, Prophet.
Look at me. Look at me. I see familiar spirit. Tell me, what time is it?
Answer the man of God.
I don't check time when it's bright, because I work in the night.
Shut up your mouth. It's time for your deliverance. You don't even understand spiritual language.
Amen.
Welcome back, beautiful people. In the studio with me is, of course, AY, and I'm already selling tickets. The ring is clear. It's between Jim High and AY. Now, in his response, like, I do have to do this, I'm sorry, he did say that he had so much, respect for you, and he goes, especially coming from people who he deemed respectful. And then he called you classless as well.
No, he didn't call me classless. I mean, I think he's just referring. I think he's just referring to the situation, and I respect his tweet. He didn't go out there to say, "Why you're mad? Why you're crazy?" He said, and when somebody says that, it means that the person holds you to a high esteem, and that is where you have to you know, ignore the part you tag as classless, and respect the part where it says that I have respect for you as a person, but then all I need to do at that point is to apologize.
Oh, why? Because I want to ring. Like, I want people to buy tickets.
Yeah, I hope you'll be at the middle of the ring.
Of course, I'll be like, AY on this side, Jim High, Ike on that side.
If I pick, oh, you're already screwed.
No, it's already. All right, so let's
you can't even stand me, not to talk of Jim Mike.
Oh my God, he's very vicious. Of course, hi Jim, bye Jim. Now let's come back to us. So what are your plans for 2014, AY? Because I heard, a little birdie told me that you are going into the nightclub beauty. Business, rather.
Wow.
Nightclub business, is that true?
That's fast.
I'm current. You're my little brother, I gotta know this thing.
That's fast. I have a place in Lekki. Okay. It's a place I'm developing with one or two other partners.
Do you still share the same building with Two-Face?
Oh my goodness.
You see, I'm not a stalker, but you see, before I have you here,
it's a new building that we haven't even moved into.
You guys are going to be neighbors.
Okay.
Really?
You have a problem with that?
Just say yes or no so I can come visit. I mean, I love the macarons and I love the DBS as well.
Oh.
So when I eat here, I can eat there and just have a good time.
All right. Yes, I am actually coming up with a club lounge.
Okay.
A very big one that is premium. It's something you need to come and check out in Lekki. It's MVP for most valuable players in all sectors: entertainment, banking, sports, what have you. It's MVP. And trust me, it will definitely blow your mind. You'll love it.
Wow, so you guys have heard it here. All the night
MVP
crawlers.
Is going to trend.
You see? All the night crawlers. You now have a special spot to find yourself in when it opens. Well, it's been fun asking you all of these questions, but we have another exciting segment of this show. Let me tell you before we go on a break. Now, every time I have a guest, I have them read the, mean tweets and not so nice things that people say about them.
Okay.
So when we come back, Angry Tweet segment is up next. And we're back. Welcome, guys. This is still trending on HipTv. My name is still Talking Makinwa, of course, and Funny Man AY is about to read some of the angry and nasty comments that have ever been written about him online. What's the worst thing that has ever been said about you before?
I can't place them, but you said you have some here. Come on.
I just wanted to ask you first before I hand it over to you.
Okay,
you
cool.
Can read all of them. You have to read everything.
Wow.
Okay. We just want to see his expressions.
Good. They always come as anonymous.
Okay, so let's go.
And sometimes that could be somebody around you.
Not me.
Around you, somebody. And from anonymous about autobiography. Waiting him know, waiting him don't achieve that is now writing this over Sabi, over Kaku, they worry you. Now, this is where people get it wrong. When the blogs reported that AY was coming out with an autobiography, they reported the wrong story. Wow. The story was false. And as usual, they will mislead all these other people to start making comments based on what they don't even know. Wow. Now, I have what is called AY's open mic comedy show competition for upcoming comedians and all that. And good. And as a matter of fact, the competition had given had discovered quite a lot of comedians who are of super relevance in the industry right now. And a lot of people kept on encouraging me, say, why don't you just have a book stating what comedians, the do's and don'ts of comedy. And that was what I was putting together, not an autobiography. That is giving back. Now, if society says, AYO, we're looking up to you, you're a boss, and today you pick up the phone, what did you do, how did you get here? And today you pick up the phone, you answer Mr. A, you answer Mr. B, you answer, and somebody is saying, stop all this, just put it. As soon as they ask you, how did you get here? And you just, okay, fall back to this manuscript. And that was all I did. And then his autobiography. First report, first comment.
You heard that on Trending. Moving on, let's see, what else do we have here?
I bet this guy not funny, Joe. Now other comedians they shine. Good.
Really?
That is where, you know, people are entitled to their own opinion. But whatever I've achieved in life, if being dry has brought all of that to me as a brand, I want to remain dry all my life.
Damn! Perfect response.
And my wife, how did he get her to be his wife? Yeah, I have a very beautiful...
That's a very interesting question, because I could have asked that.
I have a very beautiful woman. And this one says, what a beautiful woman. All these celebrities like better things, cha. Once them hammer, now they go look for Mami Water to marry. Wow. Now, you know the irony of this? Because they are also misled. I met my wife 9 years ago. 9 years ago, I was in AY. I was just Richard Ayo DG Makun. And 9 years ago, there was no such thing as, okay, my wife knowing that this guy was going to become one comedian or big and all that. 9 years ago, she was just a normal, regular guy like me. And 9 years ago, she was even sending me a recharge card from school. So and I will convert it to cash to buy bole and roasted pepper and what have you, just to eat. So the beautiful woman you're seeing now, I didn't meet her yesterday because I started making money. She's always been there, and that's why I love and treat her like the queen that she is.
That was really, 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 really sentimental. Well, this comment.
So keep tweeting, keep saying you're entitled to your own opinion.
They seem to get hotter and hotter every time. This is becoming a passion project, which is what I love. Okay, so when you guys come, you guys get to read your mint, and I really like all your responses. Like, they were really, really nice. Now, before I let you go, we have to talk about the AY live show. Every Easter, as in, what I hear about the show is that you sell out tables and then you start putting tables on the corridor because people come to your show so much. I've never been, so I'm just asking, is it true?
No, you should come and find out yourself.
Yeah, because everyone's always hustling for the tickets. AY Live. And then you give out cars as well.
Cars?
I hear you give
during
out
the shows?
Well, most of your shows that you've done, or you give out cars, that's AY brand. I've heard one or two stories about you giving out cars at one of your shows. Oh,
no. You see, I think people are talking to you people too much.
You say no. So that they will come to the next show. They say no. If you want a brand new car, you might as well go and watch AY Live.
Are you serious?
Yes, exactly. And he will live up to it.
Okay, AY Live is coming up on Easter Sunday.
Another Easter.
And it's what we do every year. And by the grace of God, we're praying for these years on to sell out as well. It's always selling out. I always tell people that I'm a product of grace. So let's come, let's enjoy the show. And the part where you talked about cars, no, I do not give out cars during the show.
Well, we're going to go this year to watch AY Live Easter season. Thank you for coming, AY. Please come again.
Thank you.
Now, guys, watch out for the top 5 trending movies, and we'll be right back.
Try not to make my job impossible.
At number 5 on the top 5 trending movies is The Family.
I confess it's been years since I went to confession.
Your family's the incarnation of evil.
What is all this grief?
At number 4, Gold Digging.
Oh woman, what you do to me? You're driving me crazy.
Annabelle, that's it. I've had it with you. And you know what? You are grounded.
Just because my daddy decided to be and kick me out for whatever reason doesn't mean you should sit down here and talk to me like you're my freaking mom.
And at number 3 is The Hobbit.
Dragon, fire, and ruin. That is what you will bring upon us. He cannot see beyond his own.
Coming in at number 2, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire.
Know about the games. Last year was child's play. This year, you're dealing with all experienced killers.
Any last advice?
And at the number 1 spot on the top 5 trending movies is 12 Years a Slave.
Shall be beaten with many stripes. That's scripture.
The condition of your laborers, it's all wrong.
They're my property.
You say that with pride.
I say it as fact.
Drink!
Man does how he pleases with his property. You come here. I said come here!
Days ago, I was with my family in my home. Now you tell me all is lost.
If you want to survive, do and say as little as possible.
Hey guys, you know what they say about every good thing, right? This is a wrap. Thanks to AY for yet another exciting episode of Trending. Be on the watch for the next one because you never know who we would have in the studio. My name is Tokai Makinwa and keep watching Trending on HipTv.